Spawning in the lower right, a moon dance in the blue. Give it up for our blue protest player. It is Steph Curry. And in the upper left, in the red, it is our Zerg player. Give it up for 3 points. And we're gonna kick off today with a 12 pool. Let's go. Let's see what a GM level 12 pool looks like. Now, Curry here actually opted to go for a pylon scout, so it's gonna be pretty apparent this is a fast pool to our protest player. There's the assimilator. Yep. Should have seen a drone by now trying to come down to take the hatch. But sees nothing, is going to see that the pool is finishing up. And the eggs are being used immediately, and therefore, sixlings on the way. Queen on the way. Probe could have gotten the block here on the hatch just to be a little bit of a nuisance, but most importantly, he sees the lings coming out. Goes in. The probe goes in to scout for looking for gases. Very smart. To see how committed this is. And Steph Curry is just going to opt in for the 2-gate defense, which I think is totally fine. So I guess you do want to delay this pylon. I always make this pylon right away, but that's because I'm bad and I always forget about it. Oh, he pulls the 4 probes though. Interesting. This is a lot. I never pull probes. I usually just try to make it happen with whatever. I guess this is just the way to do it though. Alright, so now the Cyber starts to take some hull damage, but we got the second Zealot out here. And here comes the fun dance. The Cyber's taking a lot of damage though. Very smart. Drops the pylon here to block off. The depth comes out the back. Gonna lose both Zealots, I think, here. Doing our best to micro. Should cancel this pylon. Yes, very good. And then we'll get the Nexus down. So overall, solid defense. Loses the 2 Zealots, which is unfortunate. Which is gonna make the follow-up pressure not as strong. But the 2 Adepts out here, trying to get some damage done, chase off these Zerglings here. Very smart, very heads up with the probe here. Getting the blocks. So we got the 2 Adepts going across. This should get cancelled. We'll get this Adept back in the wall, and let's see if these 2 Adepts can get some work done. Meanwhile, we do have a Stargate on the way. No surprises there. And Steph Curry is just gonna transition to a normal game. Does finish the Shade, and you know, getting some drones here is pretty big. Definitely gonna lose the Adepts, but you know, drone kill's pretty big here. Evens out the work counts, which is really not ideal for a Zerg player. Because all we've really got behind this are drones, a couple queens. What are we on? 3 queens. We don't have links. We haven't even mined any gas this game for the Zerg players, so we should see an Oracle, I'm gonna assume, come out of Steph Curry here. Oh no, we're gonna go Void Ray first. I don't know if I'm lagging on this game a little bit. I kind of feel bad if I am. Let's see. Maybe I got a little too much going on here. Depth's just trying to chase down some of these lings. Utilize the Shade ability, chase them off, get a couple pickoffs there. Overlord does dive in and is gonna see that his opponent has opted to go for a Void Ray, but how committed is the Stargate here? Ooh, very nice pickoffs on the creep tumors there. Steph Curry getting so much done with these Adepts. My Adepts just die to fucking lings every time. And we are gonna let the shade finish. Ooh, not the targeting we wanted there. But again, just continuing to pick off drones here. Wee Shark! White Shark, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So we are going into, we are going into a second Void Ray, which is pretty nice. Roaches are on the way here, which is interesting. Gonna opt for the pocket base. Just gonna be safe here, which I think is totally fine. Void Ray just kind of hunting around here. Oh, this is cute. Well, well, this is awkward. Hello. Hello, hatchery in the middle of the map and 4 queens. So Seth Curry absolutely knows what's going on. Yep, here comes the extra batteries. Second Stargate is on the way. We've already got air weapons on the way. Oh, okay, just to get the creep tumor down. Oh, we're trying to do the creep tumors. Oh, denies the creep tumor, which is actually huge for this this all in here. We need to keep these void rays back though. This is not, but very big to stop the creep tumor there. Honestly, it might be honestly the entire difference here. He probably pulled another drone. Yep, there it is. Oh, we do have a creep tumor back here though. All right, so now we'll watch a fight and see what we can get done here. Alright, there's the super battery to keep the other battery alive. Good micro on the Void Rays here. And Void Rays just trying to keep poking, see what damage they can get done. Targets the drone, I really like that. I really like that because desperately trying to get a creep tumor down here. It's really slowing down this push and making the queens far less effective. Fleet Beacon is almost actually done behind this. I actually wonder if when this Fleet Beacon finishes, we're going to see Tempest come out because I think that will be actually huge if some Tempests come out. There they are, 2 Tempests, excellent. So now at this point, Seth Curry, he just needs to survive. Just needs to survive. Unfortunately, super battery's not going to be out for a while, so we have to survive without a super battery. Or the Lings are getting in and getting the surround. The Biles, you know, are doing a good job manipulating the positioning of the Protoss army here, so yeah, getting a good surround on all the ground units here. Now the queens are getting up into right into the natural here. And the Tempests, okay, so now the Tempests are coming out. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, the Tempests are gonna start being able to clean up a whole lot here. I feel like this is a hold. It's really, it feels like for the most part a pretty clean hold. Even the ship, the +1 air weapons even finished up in the midst of all this, so I really like that. I think a lot of the Void Rays, yeah, almost all the Void Rays have gone down. Starting to lose a couple probes here. But the Link Flood is going to be difficult. I mean, the Tempest can only do so much. I mean, yeah, you pick up the Queens, and that pretty much nullifies everything here. But there's 2 more Tempests come out. There's still 1 Void Ray alive. We have lost a lot of probes. Yeah, and now we've got some Lings getting in the back here and cleaning all this up. So, I was feeling pretty good about the Protoss' position until we lost all these probes, unfortunately. I mean, the Tempests are going to be pretty useful. Yeah, this is tough, because the Ling Flood is just going to keep coming, right? I mean, that's all we see are Lings. Oh, we see some drones now. We gotta, like, split up these Tempest. Okay, so what do we have here? Yep. Desperately do want to keep the bases alive. Gotta keep the base alive. We really need to get a wall going again. Really need a wall again. Really need to get a wall going. And yeah, these Lings just continuing to just put on pressure. Finding damage everywhere. The mobility of Lings is just painful to deal with here. I mean, the Tempests were the right idea, but oof, this is tough. Steve Curley gonna start transitioning into carriers, of course, because why not? If 3-Point was diligent in his scouting, he would have seen that this is indeed carriers. But reestablishing the wall here, just gonna fully wall, which I think is totally fine. Spire on the way though, so I don't know if this is gonna be a Muta switch, or we're just prepping for Corruptors. I would assume Corruptors. I think that's a fair assumption. A lot of Queens. But it's a lot of Tempests. I think, is it 4 or 5 shots that one I think it's 5 Tempests that one shot a Queen. So we don't quite have that critical mass here, but gonna be able to use the mobility of the air units here to deny the space. Alright, just put some pressure on here. It's gonna be really annoying to deal with. Hey, hey! Seaman, how you doing? Simon. Said how to pronounce your name in chat many months ago, but I forgot. So I'm not really able to pick off any of these queens, but the 3 points been on top of the transfuses. And yeah, here comes 11 corruptors, so it's gonna be rough. I hope we have a recall ready. Okay, we do have energy for recalls, so these Tempest and Void Ray, hopefully. Man, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, Queen's doing a good job here. I think trying to bait, yeah, into the corruptor here. There we go. Gonna lose one Tempest. Second Tempest took maybe a little hull damage. Yeah, now we really need to get a fourth base going here. Alright, can definitely play defensive. We've got some carriers. Yeah, the corruptors though, they're hungry. They're gonna shark around and see if they can get a pick off on a carrier or two and get out of there. Yeah, especially if one pops out. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the carriers. But not able to dive in there. Does force a super battery. The care player is 3 point. And Stephen Curry, so 2 of our newer players. This game started with a 12 pool that was held pretty decently by our Protoss player. Oh, tries to dive. Gets punished. We gotta be careful getting this Tempest out here. It's pretty scary. Oh, look. But I really like the ground force here and an Archon too. Yeah, that was oof. The Tempest here, man, they're doing some work. Really need really need to get like an observer out. There's just so much vision being granted. Oh. Alright, the Corruptors, they do get one pick off there, but the Archons doing some pretty good work, and the Tempest just chipping away. Oh, the oh, what's it called? Alright, let's take a look at this. Alright, the Archons. Gotta micro the Archons back, yeah. The Corruptors doing a pretty good job here. Getting everything cleaned up, and yeah, I think Steph Curry is putting on some good pressure, but not quite getting everything done that he wanted to get done there. The orange ball, oh, tectonic stabilizer, I believe is what it's called. For some reason I know that one. But behind all this, our Protoss player does get a fourth base established and 3 point, yeah, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases up and going. Drone count starting to look healthy. A lot more roaches and corruptors on the way. Do we have a hive? Do we have a... Nope, we don't have an infestation pit on the way either, so... Still sitting on layer tech. Ooh, nice pick off on the Tempest. I'm gonna lose this one corruptor. Probably not a bad trade there. Trying to be efficient with these corruptors here. And managing to get a few pickoffs, but you look at the army difference, it's really starting to spike for our Zerg player. So this is a pretty contentious spot, I think, for our Protoss player here. I'd love to see maybe some more static defense coming up. There we go. Start adding some more cannons, batteries, yeah, because it's going to be a really strong push. Yeah, and we're already... Steph Curry's already a little out of position. We don't actually get to establish any... Yeah. Maybe not dead. There's a disruptor here. And it only gets one roach, which is not great. But the fear of the disruptor might be enough. I don't know. This is tough. Some pretty good biles landing there. Alright, the Corruptor's getting on top of the Tempest. And there goes the rest of the air units. Gonna have one more disruptor shot here in a moment. Yeah, looks like this base is definitely going down though, unfortunately. The Corruptor's wisely trying to look for some singled out units here. Yep, see, they're just parking over here. But ooh, the Stalker is gonna chase them off and keep this one carrier alive. But oh no, I think we move commanded into the army. No, pain. Oh. Oh, the move command. Yeah, I think if we had just had gotten some static defense at this base before this push came, I think it's a different game. Some pretty good Biles land. Do we have any disruptors? Oh, there it is. Huge disruptor shot. I mean, but the problem is, I think it's just a little too late. We have energy for a super battery, but I think we're just microing so hard here, we're not even thinking about it. But behind this, there's 25 roaches in production. The carriers are eating Biles. There's basically nothing left on the ground. It's 2 carriers versus everything. I think the roach flood is just going to be too much, though. We got 1 disruptor, which is cool, but it's not nearly enough. GG, well played, it's called. 3 Plate's going to take game 1. Spawning in the upper left, in the blue, it is our protest player. Give it up for Steph Curry. And in the in the lower left, our red Zerg player. Give it up for 3 Point. And over here, what do we have? What do we have here? It's a 12 pool. Is it? Oh yeah, you are one of the Eagle sponsors. Yeah, it is funny. I just contribute to the Ko-fi account or whatever. A Patreon before that. And I try to cast their stuff when I have time. I don't get much time to cast, so it's fun. Gonna go for the pylon block here, but yes, gonna come in here and probe is gonna see, yep, that's an early pool. Cancels the pylon because, yep, we need minerals. And I'm guessing we will see that same 2-gate defense. Yep. Second gate goes down. There we go. So no gases. 8lings on the way. Oh! Oh! Here we go. Oh, but the probe does it. I mean, if we were paying attention, the probe sees it. Oh, shit, son. I'm ready for this. Actually, all that needs to be built here, though, is just you just build a pylon. Oh, the drone's trying to be in the way, though, to stop this. Oh, 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 oh! Oh, no! And the drones get in! Wow, this has got infinitely more complicated. Oh! Life is pain! For Protoss. What is this? What is this? What is going on? What is happening? Oh no. Oh. This is peak Starcraft, and if you don't like it, I don't know what to say. I don't need some GG. So spawning in the upper-ish right of data C in the red, it's HateMe. And on the left, in the blue, give it up for doddi. Doddi? I'm gonna say doddi. It's all good. I appreciate it. Well, they both look to be opting for hatch first openers. Both going 16 hatch. Okay. So pretty standard opener. Cool, cool, cool. You know, I always forget when casting, or observing, I should say, you can use camera locations, and I feel like I don't utilize that enough. I should do that more. Yeah, so it's pretty standard. Yep. Hatch gas pool for both players. We'll rally the next 3 drones into gas here. Yep. So, pretty standard here. Yeah, I mean, we kind of just have to see how, if we're going to see big aggression. Well, it's like big, like Ling Bane aggression, like a 2-base roach play, or we see more macro Bessler base. It's kind of the splinter here, right? Like 2-base muta play. I feel like we're going to see macro play though. That's the sense that I get. Okay, so doddi's only making 2 lings. Minor adjustment. Yeah, I mean, this is like as even and straightforward as it gets. Doddi squeezed out 1 extra drone. Doddi is opting to get a fast 3rd base, though. Okay. Okay. HateMe gonna send his Ling straight across to start putting some pressure on. Doddi starts up a few more Lings just to feel a little more safe here. Meanwhile, HateMe does start up. Yeah, so this is the standard play. It's like you get this 3rd base, and you build the Baneling nest right in the front here. So HateMe just gonna put some I mean, they're both just putting pressure on each other's 3rds. So, pretty standard here. HateMe starting up a smattering of Lings here. Though I think they're gonna be pretty even on the Ling count here in a moment. Yep. This is just supposed to be how this hardcore or real intense macro ZVZs really look. Yep, so now Ling speed's done. Yep, and they're both starting their evos. Talk about a mirror matchup. These two are just on top of it. Doddi does actually have a higher supply. Well, he had a higher supply for a moment. But HateMe's gonna drone up really hard behind this. And that's sometimes just the difference, right? It's a little more greedy from HateMe here. Ooh. Trade the Ling for a Baneling. Pretty solid. Yep. HateMe, look at that. Masterfully done. Goes across the map with minimal units. Forces out a whole bunch of Lings and drones behind it. But now, alright, now HateMe's got to be prepared for the, well, I made all these units, I'm gonna go use them because it's CVZ and I'm gonna cross the map in a blink of an eye. Right? So, and I think that's what we're gonna see here. But now, Doddi's just droning up behind this little push here, so I don't know. It all feels very similar. HateMe's Roach War and just finally getting started. They both got their +1 range attacks on the way. So just some solid macro games here. Nothing too crazy. HateMe splits off 1 Ling just to kind of get a sense of what's going on up there. And there's the lair for HateMe. No lair yet on the way for Doddi. Doddi is beginning his roach production here. Okay, HateMe trying to get some Banelings to go by into that mineral line, but alas, to no avail will those Banelings connect. I think HateMe's okay with that. He's just putting on some light pressure with the Lings and Banes. Gonna try and sneak. Yep, gonna be able to sneak in a couple Lings. HateMe at this, and he's gonna get a nice scout of his opponent's base. See if there's any fuckery going on, which there is not, like a spire or something weird like that. Second evo chamber and 4th base going down for HateMe. Well, both... A lot of drones coming up for doddi here, but really, doddi's just trying to catch up on the worker count. And now the roach production's really starting to kick in for HateMe here. A dropper lord. Overlord speed on the way. Well, this is cute. Look at that. Oh, we really need that overlord speed. This is just a sad sight. Hello. I'm just an overlord. Just like you. It's like you. Okay, so we're got some pressure going on at the fort base here of HateMe. But Roach is gonna come over here and be able to clean up all these slings. No problem. Huge roach explosion though for HateMe there. Hello? Hello? Oh, but doddi sees it. Oh, good reaction time. Probably drops these 2 lings. But meanwhile, the roach push comes across the map here. HateMe's upgrades are going to be better here in a very short amount of time, so as you can see, the the supply difference has exploded here for HateMe. Though doddi is catching up now behind all this. It's pretty solid. So HateMe actually, I think he wanted to distract with the baneling drop over here and pick up this 3rd base, but actually was unable to do so. Or this is the 4th base, excuse me, but was unable to do so. So doddi playing some good defense here, but I do worry about this follow-up push here. Is going to be pretty tough to hold. The upgrade advantage is starting to really kick in for HateMe. Actually, it's going to be +2, +1 against just +1. doddi is going to see this with this patrolling overlord here, but I don't know. doddi's made a lot more workers as well, so we need to see that economic advantage come into play here, but it starts by not just getting completely run over here. Alright, and now we're just going to smash roaches into each other. Yeah. HateMe just maxed out. I'm just gonna, just smash into each other. A little split off of roaches over here. Gonna go into the natural now. Ooh, HateMe eating a couple biles there by accident. Burrows the roaches, and then tunneling claws is gonna finish up in a moment here. Yep, and now we're gonna start the burrowed roach multitasking here. And let's see if doddi's up to the task here. Okay, yep. Gonna unburrow these roaches and then smash the main army into theirs. Okay. There we go. Now we're gonna be able to just right-click down that hatchery, no problem for HateMe. But we're even on the, on the supplies right now, right? So this is not looking bad for doddi, but I think HateMe has the upper hand right now in terms of tempo and kind of controlling the flow of the game. And we've already got a hive and the lurker den on the way, so HateMe's transitioning a little bit better here. But doddi gets across the map, and I think it's going to be able to pick off this hatchery as well. But it's going to get kind of sandwiched in here, so doddi's going to get a little punished here, despite getting some nice damage done. Oh, not too bad though. But meanwhile, these burrowed roaches, right, just continuing to find damage. 8 more drones going down in the meantime, and yeah. But the Overseer isn't going to let these roaches escape. But HateMe being relentless with these burrowed roaches here. Yep. And we've already got the lurker transition happening. There's 9 hydras on the way. Hive's about to finish up here shortly. How is our... So... Yep, HateMe still leading on the upgrade front as well. Yeah, look at these. These roaches. These burrow roaches are just getting so much work done. So, this 5th base gonna go down for HateMe, I think. Not too big a deal. Yeah, but HateMe, I mean, he's just distracting with these roaches, right? Just trying to find damage really wherever he can. And just utilize the tunneling claws, right? And just try to out-multitask his opponent. And for the most part, it seems to be working. Yep. Gonna pick off another queen here, which is gonna slow down production. And, ooh, I like the Nidus network. But now we've got lurkers on the field, and this is gonna be a huge problem for doddi. Oh, I thought he burrowed all his roaches, so I'm just gonna sneak on in. Oh, the hidden roaches! Or the hidden lurkers! I don't... These are just kind of hanging out. Oh, the lurkers just getting so much done. Oh my gosh, and 2 of them are still alive! Oh, they did so much. I don't know what happened over here. I think I missed a run by or something, because the lurkers just got so much work done, and GG's called. Spawning in the upper left, in the red. Winner of game on, give it up for HateMe. And the lower right in the blue, our other Zerg player, give it up for doddi. Well, just kind of have to see how these first 2 minutes go, really. These two basically played an identical game, or identical build last game. For like the first 4 or 5 minutes. Quite impressive, really. But both gonna go for a hatch first here. Okay, so. Looking pretty good here. Get our hatch, get our gas, and get our pool. Yep. I mean, it's pretty standard here. 16 hatch, gas, 17 pool. Rally the next 3 drones into gas. We can get speed right away. The drone here, up to 20. It's rallied down to the natural. Probably build an overlord here shortly. 2 queens. Let's see if they... 2 to 4 lings. Overlord's coming in, making sure they see creep. You know, their opponents went hatch first. They see creep and they know all is right in the world. For the moment. Yep, ling speed getting started. I said they're... This is kind of like last game. Basically identical. It's like HateMe has squeezed out 1 extra drone. Nothing too crazy though. doddi already starting a 3rd base. Don't see a drone on the way for HateMe though. Let's build the evo chamber. Is this going to be a roach warren? I don't know what the plan is here. Feeling something a little different here for our friend HateMe. Yeah, that's roach warren. I think this is going to be a 2-base roach play. Interesting. Okay. Curious to see how this goes. So the next 100 gas, I think, will start the lair. I think that's how this is gonna go. that. Okay. Oh, we start 16 lings. There's the lair. Interesting. So the ling move out. Okay, so we make a bunch of lings to put on some pressure. Okay. Now we start at their base. This is an interesting way to do this. So still getting aggressive with the lings. Just gonna kind of trade blows here. But ultimately, HateMe's not gonna get much done. Doddi's gonna defend pretty well, I think. Now, HateMe's lair is quite a bit faster than Doddi's, which means roach speed is gonna be much faster for HateMe. Assuming we actually start roach speed as soon as we can. We haven't taken... Woo! Is Doddi injecting? Excuse me. Yes, looks like he's injecting. HateMe dancing around with these lings here to see what we can get done. Well, we've only taken one extra gas here for HateMe. But I guess that's because of all the extra lings that HateMe made in the midst of all this. We should put 3 drones in gas here, and then I'm gonna start +2 attack right away for the missile attack. And yeah, we should see. I assume HateMe's going to start pumping roaches here shortly, or maybe we're gonna try to drone up this third. Drone up this third. Ah, but Doddi's gonna opt for the Spire. This should be illegal. The Spire is always interesting because, like, if their opponent's huge roach play, it can still kind of run you over. Oh! All of HateMe's lings, though, getting caught. Absolutely caught. Sorry, my wife's sending me stuff. It's like just some lings running around trying to get some damage done, though. Doddi aspires to beat HateMe. Well, that is the goal. You're not wrong. Are we banking up gas? Doddi's got some gas, but not like a lot. Not like... Alright. 12 mutas the moment the Spire's done. You have all of our gases for Doddi. Well, we only have 6 gases. Ooh, HateMe. Cute little ling here. Or changeling. Does it see the Spire? Oh, it does see the Spire. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I missed the Hydra done. And so we're just gonna go Roach Hydra, so... Yeah, I mean, the Spire's really not too great. Try and go into mutas now, but it doesn't look like Doddi's going into mutas. Just heavy roach ling. Meanwhile, HateMe's gonna have Roach Hydra over here and a slightly stronger eco behind it. Okay, well here comes the attack. Doddi does find himself in a decent position, decent concave, but the Hydras are in the back and gonna be able to get a lot of damage done here. I think HateMe, though, has the upper hand here. Fourth base is, did actually get down for Doddi there. Meanwhile, HateMe hasn't even started. Okay, there's the 4th base for HateMe. And these Hydras gonna be able to punish these overlords hanging out there. Demon, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. HateMe's already starting his lurker transition. At least getting the lurker den started here. We do need to start the hive though as well. HateMe's overseer. Okay. Just scouting around, see what he can find. So, pretty even. Doddi actually droned up really hard behind that attack, though, and is actually taking a lurker lead there. Just sending in a roach, probably just to kind of scout out his opponent and see what he's got going on. So there's the hive already. So HateMe's going to play a pretty delicate game here. Like, he's trying to tech up, right? Because obviously if he gets lurkers, his opponent has none. It's pretty good. But you also can't just get run over by, you know, Roach Ravager while you're trying to transition into lurkers. But it looks like these lurkers are going to be done just in time. Like, just in time. Like, and burrow as soon as the attack's here. My gosh. I mean, that really couldn't have been much better timing. But we do got to do a bit of burrow micro here to take advantage of them. Oh, gonna be able to bile one of the lurkers down, which is very nice. But yeah, Doddi has a, like a small window here to kind of roll over, but I think there was just enough there. Just enough there for HateMe, and now HateMe is way ahead in terms of tech, right? He's getting more and more lurkers. It's gonna be very difficult for Doddi to break. Doddi 5 base. True, he is on 5 base, but I don't know how much it's gonna. Who should lose, Tolo? He isn't HateMe? Tolo. Yeah, Doddi, I don't know. You know, now it's like HateMe just kind of sits back, gets all the upgrades that he wants, puts down all the static defense. I don't know. But Doddi is kind of free to just take the map, which, I mean, he is doing, so. I don't know. This is tough. Probably, there's a Nidus. Probably will see Vipers soon. Right, I'm assuming at this point you want to start seeing Vipers. Oh! Oh! Thank you so much! Look at that shit! Wow, I am being spoiled today. Aeronac. Wow. Look at all that. Ooh, Doddi though, actually catching some of these Hydras, or the lurkers, completely out of position, and woo, Doddi finding an opportunity, but in the midst of all this chaos, it's the Nidus. Goddamn, thank you for all the subs, it's amazing. Absolutely incredible. Alright, here we go. Oh, and they get out. First lurker gets down. Kind of gets picked off right away. Doddi doing a very good job targeting the lurkers that are coming out. Yep, and HateMe is just going to abandon his position. No problem. Meanwhile, big attack on the other side of the map here. Ooh, look at that burrow micro. Look at that. Burrow micro. But more roaches on the way. What do the upgrades look like? HateMe up on upgrades. And with more upgrades on the way there, so. Yeah, HateMe is leading max now too, so this is a tough position for Doddi. But Doddi's doing a good job, I think, counterattacking. He did a very good job holding the Nidus. I think that was very well done. Yeah, no Vipers, unfortunate. Should be able to take out this base here and get some nice damage done. Ooh, but the lurkers trying to punish. Again, Doddi very on top of the microing and hitting and targeting the lurkers with his roaches. Which is, I mean, I think, a big part of why he's in this game right now. Because HateMe has found himself in a good spot this whole game. Really? Oh, but not that. Can't do that. You can't really walk into the siege, but it's just... Oh! And the flank! Fucking brutal! Woo! That was harsh. I just... Sorry, Overlord. Chose the wrong day to be an Overlord. Oh, and finally, I mean, doddi trying to get his own lurkers going here, but... HateMe's entire army's here, and it's brutal. Yeah, we got 4 Vipers, but I don't know how much it matters. I think it's too little too late. I mean, maybe some Blinding Clouds will help out a bit here, but the Concave is brutal, and GG's called. Oh, just brutal. The spotting in the lower left is our Terran player. Good up for Aqueron. And in the upper left is our Zerg player. In the red, it is HateMe with the shorts. Oh! Oh! This is illegal. What is this? Wow. Wow, we're just gonna start this game off right, aren't we? Oh. HateMe with the fucking star sense, though. Alright. Don't do the classic thing that good players do, where they change the rally last second. Okay, so he scouts it. Does Aqueron see the Overlord? I don't think he saw the Overlord. Okay. Now, it's like too late to kill the SCVs, though. So we start with 3 drones, we get the spawning pool going as soon as possible. I mean, like, you're trying to put pressure on, maybe you can get 1 SCV? I guess it's kind of a big deal if you could get 1. Yeah, if you could kill this one, but it is going to get down. Oh, but I guess you still damage these, because these are going to be trying to build bunkers, so that's totally fine. Okay. So now we're going to have to pull more drones. The spawning pool is almost done, though, which is pretty solid. Okay, so there's the first bunker. Second bunker in the back, too. This is cute. We start a spine crawler in the high ground. Okay. And we're off to the races of the bunker rush. Well, HateMe's just gonna chill. I don't know if he's even gonna contest his natural. Or if he, what the plan is here exactly. Now, the bunker finishes. Like, you have to wait for the spine crawler. SCV's gonna repair each other. Let's see. Me Bruise, thank you. Okay, so now he goes as the spine crawler is burrowing, loses 1 queen. The queen's targeting the SCVs. Oh, micros back the second queen. Oh, pretty bold re-burrow on the... Yeah, I don't lose a lot of lings here. Okay, there we go. Really gotta keep this spine crawler alive. It's pretty much the only thing that's gonna keep HateMe from not just dying outright. Maybe if we have a transfuse, if we get enough energy to transfuse this. There we go. Now the marine counts, I think, can chip down quite a bit here. But HateMe's still on need a worker count. We've got 3 queens now. Ling speed is on the way. Yep, and we're gonna salvage some bunker, and we are going to run home. God. Rush is over. Where are we at the end of all this? We're on starting a CC on the low ground here. This could get punished depending... What's the Ling count like? 15 lings. Here come the lings. The remaining lings coming across the map here. Who's these? Oh, but we got Hellions out. Hellion 3 and 4 on the way, so actually this follow-up could be pretty brutal here. Pretty bold of these lings, considering ling speed's not even done. I mean, you might as well target the SCV since you've dived here already. Gotta kill the SCV, HateMe! I mean, you basically just sacked all your lings here. Gets one Hellion. Slows everything down, maybe makes Aqueron feel a little uneasy, but ultimately kind of throw a lot of lings away. We're just starting at third base is just started. The creep spread is just kind of getting started here. The spine crawler will be useful. It's gonna punish a little bit if the Hellions try to dive here. Queens, 3 queens right now, but we got 2 more on the way, so here come the Hellions. Okay, so Ling's probably trying to maybe think about a run by, but the Hellions smartly are aware of that. Yeah, desperately need to get this creep spread going though. Hugely important. Oh, this is cute. Look at this little medevac drop. So the Hellions actually have to come home to deal with these this little Ling force. Is honestly pretty great because this is gonna buy some time. Overlord actually not gonna go down, and yeah, gonna be able to get some queens in position, a couple lings, and it'll be enough to send that medevac back home. Layers started. Do we have a Baneling nest? We do have a Baneling nest, and here come the Hellions finally moving out across the map here. That was pretty bold of like 7 lings to try and fight 5 Hellions. Where are the queens? We got 1 queen in the main here that could be come out. There's the queen. Yeah, there's just a real, I think this has just been the problem of the follow-up here is real lack of queens and a real lack of creep spread. That's gonna be tough. And yeah, here comes Aqueron with another big push here. Well, not a big push, but just keeping the pressure on. Right, do we have, what is the upgrade? Nope, so we don't have Stim yet. Oh, Stim's gonna finish right now though. This is gonna be a brutal push. Catching some drones here. We got a lot of queens, but unfortunately, this group of Stim Marines I think is going to be hitting at just a perfect time. And I think, yeah, ooh, and look at even splitting up everything. The 2 medevacs. Yeah, there were no Banelings done, unfortunately. If there were a few Banelings done, I think this goes differently, but I think Aqueron has just hit a very, very solid timing there. Gonna try and do a latch effort here. Cleans up the Hellions, but there's still 2 medevacs that are gonna get dropped here. And, I mean, a group of Marines like this with Stim, they got a chance to heal up. Now, there are some Bane lanes, but they don't have speed. Can target, yep, I mean, it's pretty easy to target just a couple Banelings like that. Ooh, and getting some Overlords now too. Yeah, I mean these these Marines are just getting so much done. Now Baneling Seed has finished, which is excellent news for a Zerg player, which should help contain this. But behind this, I mean, it's another, there's gonna be a lot more army showing up behind this here too. And now we've got a mine out, we got a couple more Hellions back. Ooh, nice connection there with the Bane lane. The mine, kind of a little out of position here. If this had been a little more forward, it could have actually evaded it a little bit more, but unfortunately, the mine was not able to get anything done here. Ooh, a few too many Banelings there. Ooh, Queen's trying to flank a little bit here. Do get a medevac, which is pretty nice. But unfortunately, they're just gonna get punished. And yeah, just... Man, this is very difficult to deal with. Very good. Look at all the targeting on those Banelings. Okay, so the Banelings take out the Widow Mine there. Totally fine. Everyone likes that. I think eventually, though, this aggression has to stop, though. But here we go. 2 more medevacs coming across the map here. I love the patrolling Lings like this. This is great. Ling run by, heading out. But their base is established for a Terran player. Gonna try and target this 4th hatchery down. Doesn't look like it's gonna get damage. Gonna try and hit the other side of the map. Oh, the Baneling's gonna get some good connections there. And the Marines go down. Zergling run by. Didn't really get much done there. Another Zergling run by here, but a lot of mines in place and still lots of Marines. And yeah, 1-1 already done for our Terran player. Yeah, the +1/+1 melee and care base just getting started for a Zerg player. So HateMe is already falling way behind in the upgrade game here. Now, we haven't seen +2 infantry weapons or infantry armor start yet. Okay, another big run by going in here. Oh, the Widow Mine. Very nice shot. And meanwhile, here comes another big push. HateMe already has to abandon the position at his 3rd here and is going to lose it. Ling run by, gonna get some damage done here. Pick up a few Marines. Oh, and one of the Banelings just walks into the command center. Could have gotten a lot more damage done there actually. So HateMe still doing a lot with these units here, despite the position in the game. I mean, look at the army count. It's just so so heavily favored for our Terran player. And yeah, Aqueron just continuing to put on this relentless Marine medevac pressure. More run-bys coming up. GG is called. Aqueron is going to take game number 1. But in the blue, spawning in the lower right of Moondance, give it up for a Terran player. It is Aqueron. And in the upper left, in the red, it is our Zerg player. HateMe. Alright, no SCVs on the map, so already a slower start than last game. Which is good. That's what we like to see. Maybe a little more macro is alright. Okay. Okay. Ooh, a little bit of a misclick there. Okay, that's a pretty early pool. I feel like HateMe is expecting another Proxy Rex build from his opponent. But Aqueron is opening up with these 2 racks right in the front, so you just won't have to float them home this time. But I feel like this is going to be Reapers. We've already got the gas going too. That's the sense that I get here. You might build 1 Marine first to go after the Overlord. Nope, just gonna go straight into Reaper. Okay. But already 6 Lings on the way. Alright, so already 6 Lings on the way. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting pinged here. Okay. Oh, so this is like a roach build. Oh, okay. Alright. This is the plan here. This is awkward. Well, this should be pretty good for HateMe if we can get some roaches across the map. I really like the queen positioning. Moved it forward to get a couple extra hits. But Aqueron is going to see the roach warren, and I guess here's interesting. I mean, I guess he still continue with the build, right? Ling is going to come up and try to do so much. The two Reapers. 3 Reapers, right? They're going to clean up slow Lings. I'm surprised they took any shots or any damage. I don't know what the plan is. The roaches are just kind of staying home now. Oh, gets 1 Reaper. Nice. That is nicely done. Starting a tech lab and a forward bunker, which is really interesting. I guess so you can't pick off on the outside, so I mean this is smart. We'll start a marauder. Yep. Ooh. Wow. Some pretty good micro there. Almost getting a roach. Just from micro alone. Oh, really cute to send the Reapers back out. And then put the Marauder in here. This is, could be pretty scary. Alright, let's see what the plan is. Here we go. Oh, these Reapers are gonna get big damage. Big damage, and yeah, just HateMe's gonna be forced to send his units back home. Oh no. 7 drones. I mean, at the cost of all the Reapers, all 4 Reapers. But still, not only did you get 7 drones, but also you made the attack just nullified, right? Because by the time HateMe would choose attack right, it's just it's over. Huh, that was a pretty heads up move. Send those Reapers around up here. So getting a layer started while getting the 3rd base going. So now my question is, will HateMe transition out of Roach Ravager into more like a Ling Bane composition? I don't know, this also felt like a kind of fast layer for how the game's gone as well. Is there a Muta switch on the horizon? Maybe the fast layer is just to get an Overseer out. I'm starting Ling speed now, but Lings are always useful. Meanwhile, we were just getting tanks. Yeah, I think this is just going to be like a Marine tank. Just a really strong Marine tank push. I don't think we have... Oh no, we do have Stim already. Yeah, I'm guessing we'll push with combat shields and like 2 medevacs. Like 3 or 4 tanks. Oh. So now we're both our players are just kind of in this powering stage, just trying to macro up and make sure they're getting all the stuff that they can get. Pack of Lings coming out, Banely Nests on the way, so does look like HateMe does want to start getting Ling Bangoed, which I think is definitely really big. Oh, okay, so we're just gonna go for... Oh, I guess this just be kind of transitions into a 2-1-1. Okay. Let's see if these medevacs can find some damage here. Overseer, scouting around, seeing what they can find. Okay. Alright, what's the plan here with these Marines? I don't know if HateMe actually saw the medevac there. But it is going to get seen now. So we should see Huge rush of red right here. Oh man. Oh, I'm gonna be able to get on top of all this. Like, oh, what an odd place for these two medevacs to just like show up. Wow, traded so many lings. Just trading so many lings. So, okay, got some damage done there. But I don't think any drones actually went down from this little drop here. But I guess behind this, now you push out with the rest of your units, right? Let's get the tanks, the rest of the bile. We'll meet up together and get some damage done. Roach speed on the way. Ling speed's done. Bane speed is done. That's pretty important. Ooh, nice bile on that tank. Pretty important. Yeah, but now a couple of the other tanks are in very, very good positions. Nice and spread out here. Ooh, it's quite a doom drop. These tanks are actually quite exposed here. But I guess you're gonna get quite a bit of damage done here. Yep. Gonna be able to pick out these tanks basically for free though. So I don't know. Ooh, and a couple Baneling hits do get out there. I mean, I just lost all the tanks there for free. Aqueron's still getting a lot of damage done here. Picks off a lot of the Ravagers. I think there's only like one left. Yeah, that's the last Ravager too. Okay. HateMe is ultimately going to be able to brush aside the side. Of course, you can be so relentless with bio and medevacs though. The scan, even in front, you know, right next to the army, you can still drop a scan. And look, we're just going to continue to be forceful here with these drops. Meanwhile, the next bio marine tank force is already on the way. Just continuing to put on pressure. Ooh, are we going to target the spawning pool? That would be actually pretty big. Yeah, we're going to target the spawning pool. Oh, well, we were. Oh, target the spawning pool. Oh, almost. Ooh, big Ling run by, though. Getting a lot of damage done. Actually circumventing this little army that was passing by there. Where are these? Here's the medevacs. Kind of running out of marines here, though. Yeah, splits off these medevacs, trying to get them out of here. Oh, need to boost this one, too. Oop, that one doesn't get out of there. Upgrades looking pretty good for our Terran player here. HateMe keeping up with the Ravagers, which I guess is pretty nice. It always helps with the positioning. Ooh, a nice Baneling hit there. Very good stutter stepping micro. Meanwhile, we're dropping in the main once again. Just target the spawning pool! There we go. Alright, now we have a window. No spawning pool. No spawning pool at all. Though HateMe still has a, despite all this, just got a big ass army. Not a huge drone count. Trying to get a 5th base going finally. Aqueron's got 4 bases right now, and now here comes another big attack. 3.30's goblin. Wow. Dang. Well, thanks for reporting the results, Curry. I would have loved to have casted those games. Well, the winner of this will play 3-point in the finals. Alright, let's see what Aqueron can get done here. Some pretty good Baneling hits, but 3 tanks stay alive. We've got a few Marauders here too, and yeah, HateMe's gonna have to abandon this outer base here. HateMe kind of floating a lot of money right now. There we go. Probably, yeah, just doesn't quite have the larva to keep up with this. Alright, so what's the What's the move out here? Yeah, probably want to, yeah, get the rest of this army going. Oh, there was a drop I was missing there. Ooh. GG's called. Aqueron's gonna take game number 2. Spawning in the lower left, in the blue, up 2-0. Can he make it 3-0? Here's Aqueron. And in the upper right, in the red, it is our Zerg player. Give it up for HateMe. Okay. So, game 1, Aqueron proxies 2 barracks. Game 2, he builds 2 forward barracks on his natural and the low ground. Does Aqueron do the ultimate mind game and just play a standard macro game now? So far, it's looking just like a Reaper expand from Aqueron. And for HateMe, just a standard hatch gas pool. Nothing crazy. Overlords searching about for anything on the map that shouldn't be on the map. Yep, there's the Reaper. SCV goes out, make sure a hatch finishes. And CC goes down in the low ground. All is right in the land of macro. Meanwhile, in Zergland, we haven't pulled off gas yet. But maybe HateMe prefers to just pull off after 88 gas. Yeah, okay. Oh, he pulls all of them off gas though, so. Okay. Ooh, Aqueron. Knowing exactly what's going on. Delays the third base. Very nice. Ooh, almost getting a second drone there, but now the queen is out and we'll be able to chase off the Reaper, but the third base, quite delayed now. Quite delayed. Yeah, now HateMe's got to bring out, you know, the queen from his main down to the natural, and then this queen's got to come out here and chase the Reaper away, and, you know, now, yeah, just to get that base down, so very nice little Reaper movement there. Catching that drone and forcing it away. Yeah, and just trying to keep all these creep tumors alive. So, but Aqueron's gonna scout the third base, no problemo. And yeah, this is very standard. We'll get our Hellions out in the map, and third base is almost done for Aqueron, so pretty good spot for our Terran player. But HateMe is also in a fine spot too. Oh, that's so annoying. That's so annoying. But HateMe will get this Reaper, I think. Oh! Oh, the Hellion back up. My boy's the Hellion keeping the Reaper alive. A mental victory for Aqueron there, keeping that Reaper alive. Cloaked Banshee's behind this. How much did HateMe see? What? So HateMe just sees the third base, which is still a lot of great information. Yep, really need to get this creep spread going though. And the creep is spreading, looking pretty good though now. Okay, Ling coming in, seeing if we could just get any little bits of information in the meantime here. Yep, Hellions just kind of just floating around the edge of the base here, looking for creep tumors, or just trying to slow down the creep tumors from spreading. Yep, just kind of diving in there, waiting for tumors to spread. But HateMe's kind of playing this minigame pretty well, just not really focusing so much on the raid and then just getting the rest of the creep tumors going. There's a lot of Hellions right there, though. 8 to be exact. Where's that Banshee? Here comes the Banshees. 2 Banshees with Cloak. Let's see if they can get some damage done. Meanwhile, Lair is in the way. Baneling Nest. +1 melee and +1 carapace. All the good standard stuff you like to see. Okay, Hellions pushing their way in. Clearing out a bunch of creep there. Probably another scan here. Yep. But a lot of queens here. A lot of queens for HateMe, so gonna get pushed back here. But nice denial on all this creep here. This really slowed down a lot of the creep spread. Yeah, I'm gonna get even more tumors. Hellions kind of getting surrounded here, a couple getting picked off, but the Banshee's providing, you know, enough extra DPS. Ooh, Queen's taking a dumb path and walking off creep, unfortunately. Trying to lay tumors to kind of get these going again. HateMe opts for the fourth the nice line of bases here, takes the fourth over here, which I don't think has been scouted yet. Ooh, Banshees trying to take advantage of their cloak. Ooh. Ooh, both of them just microing really hard. I think Ling Speed is done. Or oh no, we haven't even started Baneling Speed! Oh no! Oh, we really need to start Baneling Speed. So important. Oh no. There's a little Ling Hellion run by here. But +2 on the way. And we're going into Hydra, Ling Bane Hydra. I really like this comp in PvZ. Very nice. Little Marine Force just moving up here, putting on some pressure from Aqueron. Oh, the upgrades look for a Terran player. +1/+1. Combat shields on the way. Okay. Starting a 4th CC as well. So yeah, I mean, Aquerons just want to play super solid macro game, and that's just fine. Yep, there's +2/+2. Very nice. But HateMe's doing very good with his upgrades this game. Yep, no damage to be found here. Hydra's gonna be able to chase off this army, no problemo. Alright, gonna get a 5th base going there for HateMe. Very good. Trying to just keep these drops going. This little Hellion Banshee Strike Force over here. Gonna clear up some creep, provide some needed distraction. But HateMe already on top of all of this. Not gonna get too distracted. Not gonna F2 his whole army. Has a nice split up here, so these drops are not gonna be able to get anything done here. Good scan there from Aqueron. Opts to come over here and try and focus on this 5th base. Is he going to be able to get it? He does! No cancel. Very nice. But now here comes the big push on the other side of the map. Oh, and the queens are just slightly out of position for this drop here. Got a couple Hellbats in the front, which is very nice. Good tank positioning. And meanwhile, there's a drop over here. Oh, we're gonna lose the medevac. One goes down. Oh, the Baneling Speed not being done is just so brutal. Yep, so the base goes down over here for our Zerg player. This Banshee is so annoying. Oh, we got 4 lurkers on the way though. Gonna make a big difference for HateMe here. But do we have a hive yet? Oh, we do have a hive. Okay, good. I missed the hive transition. Oh, this is nice. Looking for the drone that's gonna come and remake the hatch. Very smart, and heads up. Big run by here. Big run by, but the planetary fortress is gonna finish just in time here. Okay. Oh, it's always fun. The Sensitar finishes, and there's just a whole bunch of alerts out there. You're like, oh no. It looks like this PF is going to go down. But also, I think all of these units are not going to make it either. Siege tank might put on some friendly fire. Nope, and the Lings aren't going to get anything done. Another drop over here that I missed. Gonna get some work done, but the Banshees actually will clean up the Hydras over here, which is not ideal. And just gonna actually keep putting pressure. Oh, this is so obnoxious. Meanwhile, big Marine tank push on the right side of the map here. Good upgrades for both our players here. Okay, so we do see the Lurkers, which is pretty rough. Okay, tanks. Oh, one tank going a little far forward. I think that was a misclick, and that was supposed to have been sieged up right there. Oh, something went wrong there with that drop. Oh, just getting on top of the Lurkers, though. Very nice. Meanwhile, big run by at the third back round, but I think it's gonna, with all the Marauders here, yep, gonna get cleaned up. And we take out this third base here for HateMe. And yeah, I think our Zerg player finds himself in a rather precarious position here. I mean, the 3-3 upgrades are on the way right now. It's brutal. Oh, it's a cute little Nidus. There is only one Marine here right now. It just might get up. Oh no, the other Marine, other pilot's gonna get here just in time. Yeah, so what does HateMe do? I mean, that would have been, yeah, all those Lurkers get on top of the production. Would have been pretty big. Oh, I like this one tank that just got left here. Sorry, one tank. Ooh. Oh, might actually catch Aqueron's armies. Could be pretty big. The tank's completely unsieged and out of position. Have to get lifted up. Oh no. Oh, and then the poles. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Liberators. Oh, these Lurkers, though, they are just in a excellent spot here. This is no man's land. Yep, Liberators just shredding everything up. We really need a Liberator back over here. Ah, but the Ghost has arrived. Pew, pew. The Ghosts have arrived. Pew, pew. Oh, nice hot pickup. But the Lynx continuing to flood in here on top of the production, and I mean, you know, HateMe's doing a lot with the little right here. But I think all these Lurkers will finally get cleaned up here, and that's pretty expensive for our Zerg player. I mean, GG's called. Necrons gonna take the series 3-0. What's spawning in the lower right of Moondance in the Reddit is our Zerg player. Give it up for Mr. Rank 3 GM and NA himself. It is 3 points. And in the upper left, in the blue, it is our Terran player, Aqueron. Well, from what I've gathered from 3 Point, is he's a really freaking aggressive Zerg player. But he does it well. Does it very well. We already see a gas being taken. I assume we'll see a spawning pool in a moment. Yep, there's a spawning pool. So gas pool. Is this a roach build? Feels like a roach and or ravager build. Yep. New battle on Aqueron side of the map. Looking like a Reaper expand. Looking pretty standard there. But I guess the interesting part now is what is 3 points plan. There's a hatchery. Okay. Yep. Orbital command gets started. Yep, so a very standard opening for our Terran player. Our Zerg player. What are we going to do with all this gas? Do we go straight into speed? We are just going to go... Okay, so we're just getting speed fast. Okay. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. The only thing that's going to look a little off here is Aqueron's going to come in here and the hatch is going to be halfway done. So you're already just like, hey, why is that done? Now, what's funny about this, right? Not to overthink it. Oh, there it is. Not to overthink it, but the SV like doesn't get the full scout. So now as Aqueron, you're like, is there a roach warren back there or something? Or not? Okay, so the Reaper, I think the Reaper saw it. Well, assuming he clicked on it, the Reaper knows something's back there. Oh, and he cancels! Oh, and the Lings get the cancel on the... Oh, 3 points. Oh my gosh. Mind games, baby. Just mind games galore. Oh man, and Speed's actually gonna finish like right now. This is actually pretty funny. Wow. Pain. Pain for a Terran player here. Burrow? Oh, Burrow. Burrow's amazing here. Second bunker. We're rushing to get the tech lab on the factory, starting the starport. And meanwhile, 3 points over here like, yo, I'm just making drones because I canceled all this. Yeah, and he's just going to burrow Lings all over the place here. Oh, man. Oh, this is so funny. Oh, and he puts them right here, too? Oh, I really like this. Oh, I really like this. Yeah, now Aqueron's probably like, huh, he must have canceled it or something. Oh, 3 points actually uber supply blocked right now, though. What's the plan with all this gas? He's floating a lot of money right now. We're floating a lot of gas. Not sure what the plan is for a Zerg player, because all we've done is built Lings with speed and burrow. We're pumping out queens. The burrow Ling is going to be pretty funny, because yeah, we actually don't have enough for... We don't even have a scan right now, or is it 25? No, it's 50. Oh no, this is going to be so obnoxious. We don't have an NG bay yet. Oh, we're going to a fusion core. Oh, this is so annoying, and it's right here too. Oh, 3 points. Oh, this is so annoying. We'll probably see an engine bay started soon, but holy shit, this is annoying. Now he scans. Oh, he'll actually, if 3 points watching. Oh, that other one. That one probably should have been a little bit further, maybe. Okay, so 3 points sees this drop coming. There's Carapace and Melee. 3 points. Supply blocked again. Huh. Little mini game here. But the BC's on the way. and this might be difficult to deal with. Though we do have a pretty fair queen count right now. Oh my god! Oh! Oh! It's like a campaign mission! Oh my god. I need to watch 3-point play against Naji, right? I think that's gonna be the ultimate entertainment value. This is his style? I guess I haven't watched enough of him, because this is fucking beautiful. I can't get over those burrowed queens. That was amazing. Oh, this is great. Yeah, it does. There's definitely a style to this. I can feel it. This is super cool. But is it gonna be ready for the VC? There it is. The burrow. The burrow's fucking clutch, alright? Because now, what, you have to spend that... Oh, and he burrows the queen? Yo. Alright, here comes the rest of the units. So let's see what 3 points got for us here. Yo, the burrow. Right? The burrow is amazing! It's so heads up! Now, does he burrow his drones? Doesn't burrow his drones here, though. Interesting choice. I guess you expect them to, like, have another scan ready. You've already done the burrow trick in front of them once. Oh, getting a nice surround there. That was a nice cleanup. Yep, gonna have to abandon, but there's a BC. And a tank on the high ground. You're getting what damage you can, but we lost a bunch of drones right there. But still, I think 3 points in a decent spot here. But I mean, this species, you know, doing its job. It's gotta teleport. Still continuing to poke in here and see what it can get done. Gonna be able to get a drone. Oh, the burrow. I can't get over the burrow. I think it's so cool. Because you think, oh, they'll just scan, but like, they don't want to keep scanning. Nope, and here comes the other two BCs. Oh, the Spire getting targeted, which is not great. Most unfortunate. Oh, no burrow that time. Oh, and the Yamatos. Oh! Oh! The Yamatos got canceled from the burrow! Oh no, he warped back over here! Oh! I can't. How cool was that? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, I really like the... Oh my god. But the BCs, man, they're starting to kind of take over the game. This is becoming problematic. I mean, it's 5 BCs. Yeah, I feel like Aqueron has maybe broken the back here a bit of a 3-point. But he's not spending his money. The problem is the Spire, right? The Spire got picked off, and now these have gotten out of control. But the next Spire is finishing up. We should see a bunch of Corruptors. Like a shit ton of Corruptors coming out. Oh, we're supply block too. This is painful. We don't have Baneling speed, unfortunately. We just lost the Baneling nest too. Do the burrow! Oh, but the scan was there that time, so... Aqueron, not gonna fall for that again. So they both have a jump, and yeah, the BCs are gonna get out of there. But at this point, yeah, there's so many BCs. That's a lot. This is a tough spot for 3-point. And yeah, and here comes a bunch of Hellions and nothing over here. We got some Lings. You know, it's gonna be painful. It's gonna be painful. Some decent micro. But the Hellions able to wedge themselves to a pretty good spot. A Roach comes out. Okay, sick. 1 Roach. 3 Roaches. I mean, honestly, though, a couple Roaches probably all you need. Deal with some Hellions and just leave them over here. We're building some Cyclones, because why not? Good support, you get it for the BC. But yeah, the BCs, Cyclone, Mines, it's pretty good. Yeah, just both of them microing a little bit here, but hiding some Whittle Mines. Gonna scan, maybe clear up some creep. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and clip that queen. That queen burrow canceling the Yamato is like, I feel like one of the coolest things I've seen in a long time. Alright. I don't know if the Corruptors can take this on, but really just trading BCs. Can't burrow Corruptors though. But this is worth it. Alright, so now we're gonna try and bait into the Whittle Mines. Oh, we're gonna bait into the Whittle Mines! No! Corruptors though, man. Corruptor good. Even taking all those shots to the face. But, like, all the BCs are like... Oh no, he killed like 2 BCs, 2 or 3 BCs, so... I mean, anything to thin out the BC count, right? At this point. Well, 3-point's got a really healthy drone count. Do we have a hive? No. Really probably need to start getting a hive and just getting all the tech. Maybe start getting some infestors. In fact, some neural parasite on these BCs would probably be a welcome addition right now. Do we finally have... Okay, we do have speed here. That's good. Yep, Overseer, that's nice. But, I mean, 3-point, he's maxed out now, right? So he's got to go do something. This is tough, though. All these BCs. Alright, you gotta go do something. But the BCs are gonna actually split off here. Which I find interesting. Ooh, it's a lot of those mines. Gotta be careful of those mines. Oh, target's down. Wow. Targeting down the Overseer right away was very, very heads up. But none of the BCs are here? I don't know. But I think 3-point's probably got to be thinking, okay, where are the BCs at? But here they are. Hello, BC, my old friend. I've come with Yamato Cannon. Yep. Ooh, 1 BC going down. Slight miss micro. Yep, just gonna send all the BCs back so we don't lose anymore. But 3-point just trying to, I think, max out and go smash into Aqueron's base again here. I think really just trying to deny bases here. It's 3-point's goal, which makes sense. Where are the Corruptors? Banelings doing their best here. But see, now the Corruptors being able to get a lot of damage done on these BCs. Yeah, I'm really thinning out the BC numbers here. Super nice. Ooh, it's a bile shot there. Yeah, this is really smart though, right? Just continue to try and thin these out. A lot of tanks. The tank positioning is pretty good for Aqueron, so... But yeah, just gonna walk up. Ooh, that bile not really landing true as we want it. This tank spread is brutal though. Look at this tank spread. I think these roaches got split off, but I guess it's okay. Just eating my bile shots on the corruptors and nobody even cares. Oh, kill the PC! Oh, it has 1 health! Kill the PC! GG is called! 3 points! Aqueron GG. In the lower left of Inside It Out in the red, it is our Zerg player. Give it up for 3 point. And in the upper right, in the blue, give it up for Aqueron. Now I wonder if Aqueron's gonna bust out the proxy racks like he did against HateMe. Obviously not this game already. But I wonder if next game, especially if Aqueron doesn't win this match, how it'll go. Here we go again though. 3 point man. This is just what he do. I'm ready. Okay. Okay. So I imagine we're gonna see like a Roach Ravager opening, like was it like a 5 Roach Rush or whatever? Yeah, I think if it was Ravagers, you would see a second gas. So I wonder if we're gonna see a Roach Warren go down. Nope. Just straight into speed. But we're staying on gas. Hatch has gone down. High ground though by Aqueron. I like this. Big difference this game. So Aqueron, yep. Aqueron already making those little adjustments that might make a huge difference. Like this being on the high ground, huge compared to last game where it got cancelled. And what do we got here? We are going to go into the Baneling nest again. So where's the Reaper? Okay. So now it's interesting, the mind game of... So the Reaper's trying to hunt down Zerglings. Overlord gets a peek at what's going on. But what you're trying to do, right, is at the end of it, you're just trying to deny... Okay, so there's the Reaper. It's seen. And the Reaper does see the Baneling nest this time. And it's gonna finish, right? Because he's not gonna cancel. I mean, he could have canceled it basically in front of him, but he doesn't. See, he dives again to see if it got canceled. Which he confirms it's not a cancellation. So I think he knows that this is gonna be a pretty committed Baneling bust here. We are just flooding lings. Hello. Hello. Alright, here we go. That's the plan. Okay. Oh, tried to get around there. Let's see. Trying to connect with the SCVs! Okay, getting some damage on there. One Hellion still alive here, getting some damage on. These lings are a little dispersed, but I think enough damage has been done here. Here we go. Can the Banelings find some damage? This Hellion! The splits are pretty good! Ooh, Baneling actually hits the Hellion there. But yeah, we've still got some... This one Bay lane desperately trying to find damage. Does find a target to connect with there. But yeah, I mean, at this point, all the SCVs are just getting targeted down. Salvaging bunker, dropping mules in the midst of all this chaos. Just trying to get any minerals to stay alive here. And these few lings, yeah, I mean, they kill all the SCVs. Aqueron has very little supply here. And behind all this... Okay, so we got two command centers, we got mules. We have no workers. Well, we have 2 workers now. This is this is a difficult spot to be in. 25 freaking workers went down. We've got queens on the way. No third base yet. Gonna move the factory back over here to the reactor and probably start to try getting some more Hellions going. Yes. A Liberator. The Liberator is probably a good choice here. Oh, he's gonna send the Liberator across though. I see. Oh, now we're gonna build a Roach Warren because... Who needs drones? Well, 3 point, get his creep spread going here. Pretty important. Third base on the way. And now we're gonna just build a bunch of roaches. Which is, honestly, pretty good in this position. Because there's no tanks on the way. Liberators going straight across the map. Queens are going to be in position to deal with this Liberator. Aqueron seeing that, backs off wisely. Maybe we'll see a Spore go down. Hey, I like the Viking, that's very nice. What's not going to be great though, and the Hellions run into these roaches. Yeah, we got Ravagers too. Yeah, this is not ideal. 3 point was expecting the tanks to be here on the high ground, and no tanks being here. This is gonna be a pretty easy cleanup. GG's called, and 3 point. It's gonna take game number 2. Spawning on the lower right. In the red, it is our Zerg player. 3 points. And in the upper left, in the blue, our Terran player, Aqueron. Here's what they're gonna plan to do this time. Oh. Sorry, I had to let my cat into the room. Oh, I wonder if we're gonna see the 2 barracks opening. Yeah, I think this. So this is what Aqueron did against HateMe on Moondance, which was their game too. Yeah, he opened up with these 2 barracks here and went into multiple Reapers. But 3 point, in a crazy turn of events, did a hatch first. Getting wild. Oh, it's 3 racks. Okay. So Aqueron's bringing his own style here. I like it. Okay. Alright. Let's see. This is a cool game. Let's see how 3 point responds to a very aggressive build from his opponent. So now the Overlord is going to get to see this. It's going to see a Reaper coming out, right? You can guess, yeah. This is gonna be a bunch of Reapers. Right? That's exactly what's going on. 2 spine crawlers immediately. You know what? I really like this. Right? Decisive. Like, a Reaper just like can't straight up fight spine crawlers without being really inefficient. Ooh, some pretty good micro there. Aqueron is gonna see the spine crawlers. Is gonna see... Yep. Even gets the reposition. Well, this seems a little for it, but I guess this is where they're gonna jump up. So, it's fine. I mean... Oh, desperately trying to kill the... That was very nice. Focusing the creep tumor there. But even if they dive here, right? Like, yeah, you're gonna get poked like 2 or 3 times. I mean, this pretty much just like completely shuts this down. The 2 spines. And then you can drone behind this. And you can move spines, you know, later in the game. It's not like building like a cannon or a turret, right? Yeah, like you can kind of dance a little bit like this, but it's a lot though, you know? Yeah, we're just building Reapers. I wonder if we're gonna see like a Roach Warren come down. When we realize that like we're just seeing nothing but Reapers. I mean, I guess eventually there's a critical mass of Reapers, right? But I don't know. I guess we're just gonna build Lings. I really... You just want to build Roaches at this point, though. There's so many Reapers. Going across the map's good, so we can get this 3rd base down, but this is pretty exposed, though. Right? Like, what are you gonna do about this? Look at these fucking Reapers, bro. There's 10 Reapers. Like I said, there's kind of a critical point here, though. 1 spine isn't going to be enough, but I guess you don't expect it to be this dedicated. Spine crawler right here is really nice, though. Okay, so now we're going into Marines. And the Fusion Core. Okay. We're going to see the Fusion Core again. Like, you can't just fight. You can't just straight up fight those, unfortunately. Especially with the grenades. I really need to get a 3rd base going here. I mean, the queen count's really healthy. Just gonna be, you know, obviously very useful in the later stages of this game. Or the next stage of this game when the BCs are out, but I don't know. Not sure what the plan is here for 3-point. You know, Aqueron, of course. We're gonna see that BC right away. Oh, very smart to go after those creep tumors. Very smart going after those creep tumors. So. Aqueron, he had a plan, and it's working. I feel like 3-point is really on the back foot this game. And we'll have to see if the BC is gonna just break his back. The queen count's really healthy, though. Queen count, very healthy. The creep is, you know, spreading. 3-point is, scan does go down, though. Ooh, kind of catching the Reapers here, though. This little, like, trap here. Okay, so a lot of the Reapers getting cleaned up here. The critical mass is pretty much gone. Yeah, Aqueron's gonna micro as hard as he can, but now the Reapers are gone. So that makes being on the map not as scary or annoying. But now we have a big Marine tank follow-up. Baneling Nest is like just finishing. The first BC is right here, actually. Yeah. Oh, and these lings are actually kind of in a really weird spot. Yeah, this is gonna be a really challenging push to hold. I mean, there's nothing here. There's a spine. Oh, and the lings just get commanded back. Spine's gonna get a couple pokes in before it dies. Yeah, I think Aqueron has just found just a critical mass of units here. That 3 point doesn't quite have the right unit mix. Let's see what Aqueron decides to do here, though. Doesn't have a teleport quite yet. Doesn't quite have the teleport. Oh, this might be a mistake trying to fly across here. Oh, 3 point. We gotta be microing. Oh, we can almost get it. Oh, the BC's gonna stay alive. Ooh. Well, actually, both BCs come right here. Uh-oh. Oh, this BC is barely gonna stay alive. So layer a halfway finish. 8 minutes 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think this is a good idea. Yeah, kind of just ran the Banelings into the tanks there and no real follow-up. Do we have any medevacs? No medevacs yet, though. Kind of an important, bit of a weakness right now. For Aqueron. Really needs to get some medevacs on. Okay, there's the reactor on the starport. Okay, so we're reestablishing that fort base there. Where are the queens? There we go. There's the queens. Starting some extra spores. Nice Zergling run by here. Gonna get some damage on some SCVs. Just kind of getting left alone there. And, oh, gets all the tanks though. You trade all your lings, but you get all the tanks, so not bad. Not bad. Could be worse. Baneling speed on the way. Gonna start ranged weapons. Did I miss a Hydrodon go down? I'm assuming we will see a Hydrodon then? Not sure why we'd be starting range speed. We already have +1/+1. Just pretty solid. So upgrades certainly favoring our Zerg player for the moment, but infantry armor weapons is about to wrap up. These two BCs still being particularly annoying though. Gonna try and get a lot of damage done here. Oh, poor spine crawler. Served valiantly, but now can't get down. So this is tough. Oh, this Hydrodon is just gonna get targeted down. Not much to be done there about that. Oh, we really need a creep tumor. This is like the second or third time this has happened where these queens are trying to get into the main and they're just really bunched up here. Yeah, we're gonna see the same thing. Another big push coming as the BCs are distracting. But this time, there's Baneling speed, there's a lot more units. There's Hydras too, it's pretty solid. But here's the Banelings, we got a bunch of lings on the way. Alright, let's see what the tank looks like. Tank targeting, I should say. All these queens, we need a creep tumor, brutally. Oh, and we're gonna teleport over here. Nice positioning with the BC. Gonna lose his hatchery once again. Ah, oh, this tank over here just getting so much damage. I think both these BCs are unfortunately gonna go down though. Yep, both BCs go down, but if we look at the supply here, it's not looking too great for our Zerg player. Aqueron has done a very good job keeping up pressure. Yeah, getting a bunch of Overlords for free there. We really can't keep up a fourth base. Oh, trying to sneak in the gold base over here, but once again, Aqueron, just on top of his multitasking. GG is called, and Aqueron gonna take game number 3. We got ourselves a series. Spawning in the upper right, In the red, it is our Zerg player. Give it up for 3-point. And in the blue, it is our Terran player. Momentum on his side. Can he reverse sweep? It is Aqueron. So what is our Zerg player gonna up? We're gonna see another macro opening. Hatch first, I should say. Yep, gonna see another hatch first, okay. And probably a Reaper expand from our Terran player. So, okay. Gonna have some nice macro openers, that's very solid. Very standard opening from both their players so far. So is this gonna be a reactor first? That's the feeling I get. This is just the normal position. Never notice. I don't play Terrans, I don't know the little nuance. I mean, I guess I don't know the little nuances for any of the races, but at least know a little bit about Protoss and Zerg. Yep, okay, so he's just gonna go reactor first. I'm just curious though, is this like a 2 Reaper into whatever? So it hits later. Build 2 Reapers and then float the factory onto it? Or do you just build 2 Marines and you don't build Reapers at all? Guess they have just enough gas to build 2 Reapers? Yeah, okay. But no CC yet. Okay. Just curious how this changes the dynamic here, since the Reapers, you know, are quite delayed. Oh no! Can't lose that drone. I guess it is gonna go down though. Kind of an unfortunate loss. But yeah, so 3-point's just gonna drone hard. I mean, he will get both his queens up, he'll be able to get some creep spread going. Yeah, and here, I mean, here come, but it's 2 Reapers, right? So it's a lot more micro potential. Oh, and we just send Hellions like straight across the map. Oh, we keep building Reapers, so this is like just getting in your face with the Hellions and the Reapers. And probably just like continued pressure. Okay, okay. So yeah, keeping up this creep spread's actually really big. Yeah, absolutely gonna dive on those creep tumors. Huge. Oh! Coco with the huge raid! Congratulations! I've never had nearly this many people. Welcome everyone. You got yourselves a fun game. Coco, thank you so much. Give some love for our Plat Heroes. Sorry, I gotta show off. Platinum Heroes, baby. Platinum Heroes. That's what I'm all about. Well, we're on game number 4 of the finals of this in-house from our top players. So... Shit, welcome everyone. This is fucking wild. Yeah, I got my name in the back. Oh, the Can Man talking in my stream. Holy shit, this is wild. I don't even know what to say, folks. Good God. This is amazing. Oh, anyways. So this game opened up with Aqueron building like 4 Reapers. 3-point just did a hatch first, though he's usually pretty aggressive. And now we've just got a pretty standard TVZ. But we got an armory on the way here, so I don't know if this is going to transition. I think this is going to transition into a Hellbat push. So we'll have to see how our boy 3-point can handle this. The Baneling this nest is on the way. Aqueron's done a pretty good job of keeping the creep spread down, so that's pretty. That's going to be really useful here. Okay, so do get a pretty good scout. We do see the armory, so that should be a pretty good indication of what's going on. Oh, we got Banshees with Cloak on the way as well. Oh, a little Hellion drop back here. Very good. Oh, good pullback by 3 point. Ling's in a good spot here. So not really any damage to get done there. Very nice. Coco, thank you once again. This is just amazing. Oh, meanwhile, there's a run by here, and yeah, gonna get some pretty solid damage done here. Yeah. Oh! Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh! Hold on, let's take another look at that. Okay, hold on. Well, we gotta see this run by again. Alright, let's see this run by happen. Because that was... Whoa! I mean, that was a lot of damage, though. Woo! I mean, yeah, there was. I mean, what was here? Not much. Woo, baby! So this is 3 point versus Goblin, or this is the. I'm sorry, this is the other semis. Not the third place match. I'm sorry. They played this during the other. So this is the other semis. But somebody in the lower left, in the red, keep it up for Goblin. And in the upper right, in the purple, it is our eventual winner, but we're just watching the semi-matches since I didn't get to stream them or cast them. It is 3 point. Alright, Steph Curry, are you still in here? You played a PvZ earlier against 3 point, right? Yes. He was pretty aggressive, if I recall. So no pylon block from Goblin. Yeah, there you are. Hello. Steve Curry in the chat. He played in the tournament earlier and he played 3 points, so I think that was the only Protoss I got to see today, so I welcome PvZ. This is like my favorite matchup, so I'm all about it. But looking pretty standard from both of our players. Yep. 19 Nexus. Very good. Thank you, folks. Yep, gonna throw down our Cyber. Goblin just trying to mineral harass, but put some use to that APM. All that APM these folks have. Yeah, pretty standard looking game so far. Nothing popping out at me yet. I guess we'll have to see if 3 point doesn't pull off gas. Might be our first indicator, and then we'll see what Goblin decides to drop down after his Cyber Core. I would suspect we see a Stargate. Imagine we'll see... We're gonna go Stalker first. And then... What are we gonna see from here? Yep, and there's the Stargate. And 3 point did pull off a gas here, so pretty standard stuff. WatchD255, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. So Stalker trying to punish the Overlord here, but not gonna be able to do it, but probably will fly the Oracle over here when it comes out. Assuming it's an Oracle, unless we go Void Ray and take care of this Overlord here. Probe just looking to kind of scout the third base and then also just try to deny it there if possible. So Goblin does verify there's a third hatch. Always good. Alright, and what comes out of here? An Oracle. I don't think anybody's too surprised by that. Pretty standard play so far. Meanwhile, 3 points just continuing to drone up here. So this looks like a pretty standard game to me. Yep. Not building a third gateway unit, so gonna get a faster third base here. Oh, going into a Phoenix. Okay. That's very interesting. Okay, some Lings in here. Oh, gonna be able to get on top of this probe and deny. Ooh, that's really annoying. Alright, let's see what our friend Mr. Oracle can get done here. Hey, supposed to follow. There we go. Okay, so I guess Oracle just kind of scouting around, isn't going to try and dive into anything. One Phoenix comes out, just going to go Overlord hunting, and Gobbers is going to go into a second Oracle. Okay, I like it. We do get the third base down here. Meanwhile, on... Oh. Okay. Oracle doesn't actually get any kills. Delays a little bit of mining time, but not terribly impactful. We've got... Are we going to go into +1 melee and go into that heavy Ling play? That's the feeling I get seeing this fast Evo like this. Yep. And we're going to go into Bane lanes. Okay. Okay. I'm not surprised to see us from 3-point. This one Phoenix, though. Look at this one Phoenix just hunting down. This is very cool. I don't know if it's worth it or not, or if this is just a really specific thing from Goblin against 3-point, but interesting to go Oracle, Phoenix, Oracle. I mean, I guess it's an extra 100 gas to spend. You still get 2 Oracles, so you can still dive like that. They get 4 Oracles. You can kind of get a Scout. So now Goblin's going to see, yep, there's a Baneley nest. There's 1 Evo researching. Can probably sniff out that's going to be, you know, Lings, right? Meanwhile, we got Blink. +1 attack on the way, 4 gateways to bring us up to 6. Okay. I don't know if I don't think this is like a gateway man style, but possibly. Okay, so Ling's gonna poke in here, see what they can get done. Yeah, there's some sentries here. Do we have a Robo or anything? Nope, no Robo yet either. I assume we'll see maybe like a Templar Archive and try to get a 4th base by 6:30, something like that. And then the Blinkstalkers here probably try to push out and deny the 4th here if they can. But the +1 Lings though, I think they'll do a good job kind of punishing the Blinkstalkers here. So we'll have to see how this develops. And we're going to go into Hydras from here and get the Infestation Pit going. Okay. Those Ling, Bane, Hydra. Probably eventually getting into Lurkers here. Maybe faster Lurkers. Okay, yep, and there's the 4th base, but Lings are going to be able to get on top of this. Definitely going to be able to right-click this down and get out of here. Yep. Easy money. Yep, there's the Templar Archive, adding a few more gates. Get us up to 8 gateways, get that 4th base going. We'll probably start charge. Oh, we're gonna add gates 9 and 10. 2nd forge, just pump out upgrades. Cool, yep, there's charge. So Hydra's in the way. Drone count, okay, but yeah, but just gonna straight get a faster hive. Get into, yeah, Lurkers eventually. Looks like, or aiming to get into faster Lurkers, which seems like the right call. Okay. So a bit more of a passive game from 3-point than I've cast it today. But maybe his PvZ is just a little more chill than his ZVT, where he's just a fucking madman. But that's okay. It was fun. Styles, I like it. Creep spread, starting to kind of get out about. You'd like to see maybe a little bit more on the edges here. Okay, and yeah, here are the first Lurkers. Okay, we're just going for it. Meanwhile, Storm is on the way, and yeah, just pumping upgrades here. Probably will start to mix in Archons as well. Do we have a Robo? Still no Robo. I would have expected to see a Robo. And start trying to get some Immortals going too. But I guess the focus here is to get on some... Okay, there's There's the Robo. Okay, so the Pack of Lings just trying to poke around, see if they can get any damage done. But Goblin, to no one's surprise, has a pretty good Sim City, and it's going to shut down any little annoying Ling run-bys. And this Phoenix going to town. God damn, look how fast Overseers are with speed. Both the Changelings are alive though, which is pretty solid. I like the scattered stasis traps, it's very nice. Nice tag on the little Pack of Lings running around, that's solid. Oh. Not really paying attention there. Couple Lings going down for free there. But the creep spread really starting to get to the edge of Goblin's base here. But 5th base going down for Goblin. So yeah, I mean both players just playing pretty passively. Kind of just sit back and both saying, you know what, I want to get all the things that I want to get. And then I'm going to get in your face, right, and try to smash you. And Lurkers were that thing. Did we get... Oh, we did not get Baneling speed, though. I would expect it... Okay. I thought we were going to see Banelings, but I guess not. Okay. Some pretty good storms to start out here. I think we've got a run-by set up at the top here. This is a nice spread of Lurkers, though. I mean, they're getting a lot of work done here. I mean, look at all these Lurkers. They're so spread out. And then the Hydra support here? Yeah. Woo! That's a tough call. But we already got all the Queens and the Spines in place up here. Oh no. I don't even know how much this matters. I'm gonna be able to get on top of these kind of isolated Lurkers here, but the Ling Hydra Lurker is still getting a lot of work done here. Alright. Does keep those Lurkers alive. Very nice. Yeah, 3 points is kind of just gonna keep crawling his way forward. Goblin trying to send these run-bys, but I don't know if they're gonna get enough damage done. Do I see any extra Stargates? Nope, so we're not seeing the carrier transition or anything like that. Does get one storm off before losing that High Templar there. Meanwhile, yeah, the run-by is not really getting enough done. Does pick off some drones, but at the same time, Goblin is also losing probes. Slowly, you know, kind of being starved out here. This base somehow is still alive. Didn't actually get clicked down, but I think 3 point is just kind of trying to go for the throat here, if you will. Okay, very nice tag. That's really important to keep tagging all of these Lurkers. Like, critically important to start getting all these, keep the tags up. Ooh, look at the Immortals. Oh, the Immortals, so good. Look how they just clean up those Lurkers, though. Like, when you get that right engagement. Woo! 10 kills, 2 kills, 0 kills, 1 kill. Okay, I guess... Look at this guy, man. Stealing all the kills. And actually, this base staying alive kind of becomes a pretty big deal now. This really helps out Goblin. Because if this had also been taken out, this recovery would have been a bit more difficult. But the problem, right, is going to be... There's going to be another big push coming here. Right, and it's already in your face. Right, 3 point is just going to maintain this very aggressive posture. Okay, and storms are good, no doubt. But storms are going to start to run out here shortly. There's only, what, one more storm left? But it might be enough. Okay, 5 more Lurkers on the way here. Upgrades pretty solid for both players. Meanwhile, Goblin trying to continue these run-bys. We're still just pumping out lots of Immortals. Still haven't seen like a carrier transition or anything. But I mean, the goblin, he's got a lot of gas, but his mineral mining is pretty low, and I mean that's what happens, right? Yeah, he lost a lot of probes here, kept this base alive, but lost this base, so you're not quite as rich, I guess. So you just have to work with what you got. Okay, so this little run by, get some work done, right? The lurker, the lurker count is absurd. 16 lurkers. Good lord. Okay. Well, I mean, the lurkers, you know, they're getting some work done here, but look at all these immortals. There's just so many of them. So many immortals. But the lurker count is getting, it's like smothering. Yeah, I like this move. I think this is really good. You want to definitely try to deny this base. Absolutely. The Hydras are doing a lot of work here. We got a lot of good storm potential. Oh, huge storms. Huge storms. But yeah, but GG's called because the immortals just get cleaned up. So spawning in the upper left. In the red, it is our Protest player. Give it up for Goblin. And in the lower right, in the purple, it is our Zerg player. Give it up for 3 Point. Oh, and if anyone wants something a little fun, I think it's funny because I embarrassed myself at Atlanta because I had no idea what cats asked me. I couldn't hear a fucking thing. So it was a pretty fun little clip there. I think it's funny. I'm happy to laugh at myself. Looks like a pretty standard game to me. No hatch block. Yeah. Hatch gas pool. Mineral harass. Rallying the drones to the gas from the eggs. All's right in the world. All is right in the world. Yeah, people, use those Maturino codes if you haven't, though. I'd appreciate it. All very standard here. Let's see. Yep, Goblin, seeing if 3 Point pulls off a gas. She is going to. We'll start Ling speed. Queens, Lings, all very good. Once again, going Stalker first, try to deny scouting from the Overlord here, and then, yep, gonna go into Stargate, so very standard for both their players. All good. Ooh, pumping out some extra Lings though. 8 more Lings on the way, and we're gonna throw it on our third base. Okay. 12 Lings. Uh-oh. Is this gonna be a Ling flood? Ooh, let's find out. Yeah, this, that's what it's feeling like. I feel like I'm about to be, my Protoss playing self is about to be extraordinarily triggered watching this, because I think I know what's about to happen. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at all these. Yeah, and the double inject. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. So Goblin's got already know, but also it's kind of twofold though, right? Like, you can do all this, but then, yeah, you can also just attack the third base, too. Right? You can get on top of the third base. You can kill this Adept. Yeah, I mean, the Oracle's just gonna run out of energy eventually. Yep. Like, it's gonna be extraordinarily difficult to defend both of these spots. There's no battery. Now you're gonna have to just start building, desperately building stuff. I mean, oh, Warp Gate. Is Warp Gate gonna finish? Oh, Warp Gate barely finishes in time. Oh, man. But now, yeah, you're just flooding lanes. I mean, the second Oracle's here, but, like, literally it's just not gonna have enough energy. And, yeah, you're gonna keep making buildings, but you have no gate units. You know, if you had, like, an Adept or two that was, like, still hitting there, now this is gonna go down, and then here comes the flood, and, yeah, I mean, there's, like, no army. You're gonna, yeah, there's a Desperation Void right here, but unfortunately, I think this game is just quite over for our good friend Goblin here. And actually, yeah, if that pylon had just been targeted right away. Yep, just kind of waiting for the Oracles to get energy. But I mean, the Ling Flood, you just... it could just kind of kill everything. Yeah, desperately trying to micro the probes here, and I mean... doing a pretty good job, right? The Void Ray is just gonna do as much damage as possible, but yeah. GG. Spawning in the upper left in the red. It is our hero Protest player. Give it up for Goblin. And in the lower right, in the purple. Oh, oh, got some fuckery about. Give it up for 3 points. It's a 12 pool. Okay. So that last game, and what looks to be this game, this is what I've seen from 3 point in all my casting today. Just in your face aggression, but also able to macro. So let's see how Goblin handles this. So coming across the map, you don't see a hatchery already. You're like, well, something's up. Oh, and he gets the probe. Oh, I'm triggered. I'm so... oh my god, rip probe. That's unfortunate. Oh my gosh. And oh, and he pulls the drones. Oh, and the probe went down, so you won't even see this. Carry minerals too, because who gives a fuck, right? Oh man. Oh, life is pain. Oh, life is pain! Hello. We're just 6 Zerglings. It's us. We're just 6 little Zerglings. Oh, Goblin gets the block though. Whoa. Oh, but the freaking mineral stacking attack. Oh my gosh. The drones! Look at the mineral stacking attack. Oh my god. And yeah, just going straight up here. This is one zealot. I don't even know what to do. I'm a zealot. Oh my god. What is this? I mean, you gotta leave something attacking down here, right? Okay, okay. Everybody's micro aim. I'm not even sure if this is the right micro, but just fucking attack. But yeah, I think if you keep over microing... oh, the battery! The battery's pretty big here. Oh, we don't have enough for super battery quite yet. I guess you can kill the zealot here, probably. I don't know. I'm not even sure who's winning or losing. I mean, the supplies tells me 3 point, but... oh, the pylon's dead, though. Oh, no! Oh, no! Oh, Goblin GG. life is pain. Oh.